Good morning children. Today you are going to learn an interesting chapter from geography, motions of the earth. So in the morning children, all of you have seen the sun rising and you have learned sun rises in the east and in the evening sun sets in the west. We feel as if the sun travels around the earth. Similar an example I will tell you, traveling in a train. I hope all of you have traveled in a train. So an interesting fact that you might have noticed while traveling in a train is that you feel when you sit by the side of a window in a train, you have felt that all the trees, all the houses, all the poles etc. are moving. It seems as you sitting in a train is remaining stationary. Is it so that happens? It's not that, isn't it? You people sitting in a train is actually moving, but all the other things which you saw as moving objects were remaining stationary. So these were things which had puzzled many of the astronomers which had lived in ancient times, and ultimately it was discovered mainly by astronomers like Galileo and Copernicus that the sun is remaining stationary and it is the earth that keeps on moving. So besides moving and see, two types of motions are there. They are rotation and revolution. One is the movement of the earth on its axis and the other is the movement of the earth around the sun. So movement of earth on its axis you call as rotation, and the movement of the earth around the sun you call it as revolutions. So which are the two motions of the earth? They are rotation and revolution. So today in this class you will be learning about what is rotation. So already I told, the movement of the earth on its axis in a fixed direction is called rotation. So what is rotation? The movement of the earth on its axis in a fixed direction. Fixed direction means it will be moving from west to east. This is the fixed direction by which the earth moves on its axis. Axis also you know, it's an imaginary line passing through the center of the earth, which or two poles are there, north pole and the south pole. So this is axis. So the rotation or the movement of the earth on its axis in a fixed direction, that is from west to east, is called as a rotation, isn't it? And it is spinning on its axis like a top. I think all of you have seen top and you have played with a top also. It will be having a string over that. When you place it down onto the floor, it will be spinning. It will be having a long pole in the middle, and this top on its pole it will be spinning as per the velocity, isn't it? So it is like this earth is also like a top spinning on its axis. Now we will here I will be showing you an example. So you have learned rotation of the earth causes days and nights. Rotation of the earth cause day and night. This I will be showing you by a simple experiment, and you can do it at home and see. At night, see, you can place a torch like this and you can place a globe here. See, this is the light that is being traveling. So here the color that you see, or this is the globe, it is moving on its axis here. So this is the area of the earth which is facing, you know, globe is a simple model of the earth and spherical in shape. It is the side of the earth facing the sun. It will be having daytime. I told rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis. It is having an axis here. The earth is moving on its axis. It's not moving very fast. It takes 24 hours to complete one movement around the sun or on its axis, isn't it? It takes 24 hours to complete one rotation on its axis. So it will be moving slowly. So see what happens when the earth is moving on its axis. So these areas are the areas which is facing the sun. So here it experiences daytime. So this earth is rotating very slowly, and here I have named after this area as X. Here I have named it as X, and the earth is slowly moving here. So see what will happen. See, the area which we are experiencing daytime is now in darkness. This is in darkness, and the other area which were in darkness is now facing the sun, which receives daytime now. This is Y portion here. This area will be now facing the sun, it will be receiving day. Again the movement, so this complete rotation takes 24 hours, which you call as one day. You call it as one day. So again it keeps on rotating on its axis very slowly. Again the portion which was facing the sun now is in darkness, and the area which was in darkness is now facing sun, which has daytime now. So this is what happens at the time because of rotation of the earth. And it is because of this rotation of the earth that the sun is being shown to us as rising and setting. It is the earth that moves, but we feel that the sun is rising. In the beginning of this chapter I told the sun rises in the east and sun sets in the west, isn't it? So this we feel it is because mainly of the rotation of the earth on its axis, and it takes 24 hours you call, or it takes 24 hours or one day to complete one rotation around the earth. And actually as per calculations it is 23 hours 56 minutes and 4.09 seconds that the earth takes to complete one rotation. You round it and say it as 24 hours. And the direction also I told, the direction of rotation is from west to east. We told it moves in a fixed direction, that is from west to east. And the daily movement of this earth you call it as earth day. The daily motion of the earth is called as the earth day. So what happens, and see this day and night, I told days and nights occur mainly because of the rotation of the earth. So here this is the line, north pole and the south pole here drawn. This is the axis of the earth, and here I have drawn an imaginary line here. This is the line which separates day and night. This is the line which separates day and night. It is not axis, but it is the line which separates. Here it is day and here it is night. So the line that separates this day and night is called as circle of illumination. So what is circle of illumination? Circle of illumination is the line that separates the day and night, and it never coincides with the axis. It lies just away from the axis. So circle of illumination is the line which divides day and night. So that is called as circle of illumination. Now moving towards a question. Suppose the earth is stopping this rotation. So what will happen if the earth stops its rotation? So one half will be having permanent day and the other half will be having permanent night. So the half which is having permanent day will be very hot, and the other half which has permanent night will be freezing cold. So this is what will happen if there is no rotation of the earth. There will be one half will be experiencing complete day and the other half will be experiencing complete night. So if there is no rotation, one half will be experiencing permanent hot, or permanently they will be having daytime, and the other half will be having night. That means full time they will be having night, and the climatic conditions will be freezing cold also. So life will not be possible there. And both in the morning as well as in the evening there is slanting rays of the sun, and this slanting rays falls over large areas of the earth. And that is why we experience a lesser heat during morning and evening times. But at noon time, the rays of the sun is more or less vertical. At noon time, the rays of the sun falls vertically, and this falls over a very smaller area, and thereby that is why at noon time you feel it as very hot. That is why noon is hotter compared to morning and evening. Morning and evening time you have slanting rays, and at noon time it will be direct rays of the sun falls over these areas over a very small, that means only a smaller area will here the rays of the sun will be falling. So their experience is very hot. So this is about rotation of the earth. Be familiar with the terms Earth Day, circle of illumination, what is a rotation. In the next class you will be learning about what is a revolution. Thank you.